We're here at the Barclays Center. It's the heavyweights. We're with Mauricio Suleiman, the head of the president of the WBC. Tell us your thoughts on tonight's fight.
Well, it's a great fight. It's the beginning of a new era. The heavyweight is back in the interest worldwide. So these two fights for the heavyweight title championship is the future of the heavyweight division.
This is Deontay Wilder against Artur Szpilka.
Absolutely. Wilder, the first American to win the championship in about 10 years. He's very active. It's his fourth fight in 12 months. He's defending the WBC title for the third time. And he's just waiting to get on top of the attention in the world.
For this follow-up question, in the International Boxing Hall of Fame, there's been a theft. Some of the belts were stolen from Carmen Basilio and also the Tony Zell. Could you add a little bit of your thoughts on what had happened? I know the Zell family is just so upset because of all the discipline that it takes to receive a belt, and now all of a sudden it's gone.
Yes, it's tragic. It's a piece that has no value. Really, these belts, they were won in the ring, and the lives of the fighters are in the ring. The International Boxing Hall of Fame is an institution that honors boxing and the boxers and the legacy of so many that are in this great sport. It's very unfortunate. There's no way to prevent a theft. Huge museums or banks are robbed, so how can we expect? There's nothing that can prevent a bad action. The WBC has made public that we will match the reward that has been stated for this if they can recover those pieces. But we're very sad and very, very disappointed that this has happened.
How much is the reward by chance? Or?
I believe the family has initially put a $7,500 reward, and we immediately matched it. And we're just trying to find a way to get those pieces back to the families.
Thank you so much. And tonight, heavyweights here at the Barclays Center in Brooklyn, New York.
It's very exciting, and it's going to be a great night of boxing.
A great night. The heavyweights are back.
There they are, ladies and gentlemen. That is the main event of the evening. Big and historic night of action.
We're at the Barclays Center in Brooklyn, New York, where Deontay Wilder defeated Artur Szpilka by 9th round knockout to retain the WBC heavyweight title. And in the co-main event, Charles Martin defeats Artur Glazkov to take the IBF heavyweight title. And now, let's go to post.
But I expected him to win the heavyweight title. I've had a piece of a heavyweight champion before, Sultan Ibragimov, and there's nothing better than being involved with the heavyweights, because that usually drives the train. And it did for many years in the U.S. with Ali and Frazier and all the great American heavyweights. Well, they're back. You got 2 of the 4 belts down here. And this guy's the real deal. He's better than all of them. And he's going to beat all of them at some point.
Thank you. Charles, do you see this as a mixed blessing? Obviously, it's a big victory being the heavyweight champion of the world, one of the heavyweight title holders, but at the same time, this was a grand spotlight being on this card, and you didn't necessarily get a chance to show what you think you're capable of because of what happened with Glazkov.
Yeah, definitely. I got a lot to show, you know. I just wanted to display what we've been working on for so long, you know. Unfortunately, it ended the way it did. But, you know, I'll be back soon. I'll be back soon.
Scott Schaefer. He's got a mic. He's got a mic for Scott.
Question for Charles, and maybe his management might want to answer this, but congratulations. And if you were in control of your own destiny, what would be next for you?
Unify all the belts. I want to fight Tyson Fury. I want to fight Deontay Wilder. I want everything. I want all the hardware. Starting with this IBF right here.
Any particular order?
Well, Tyson Fury has more belts, so we'll take that first then.
The Tyson's busy with Klitschko, obviously, so I think people would want to see the first step, which would naturally be Charles and Deontay. I think that's a fight that a lot of people would want to see.
As long as the fans want it, I'm with it.
Congratulations, Charles.
Thank you.
What was your reaction to the crowd's negative reaction after you seemed to take responsibility for him tearing his ACL and you had about 10,000 people booing you?
Oh, I didn't
hear that.
Yeah, I didn't even. I knew I didn't do like hit him. I knew I didn't. Something happened. He tore his ACL, but he didn't have a punch. He was going to my body and stuff like that. I didn't. He just didn't have enough power. So I was gonna catch up with him eventually. I'm patient. I'm a patient fighter. You can watch in all my previous fights. I'm very patient, and I did not take credit for that ACL tear. No, I knew I didn't hit him. That's why I was confused. I'm like, what just happened? I didn't even know what happened when it happened, but
Hi, Charles. Sarah Gruber, Round by Round Boxing. I just had a question for you. You said that you want to fight Fury, and you said that it's because he has the most belts. Is there anything else about Fury that intrigues you that you want to fight? Anything that anything about him?
I'm not a bad guy. I don't like talking down on people and stuff. It's not my style, man. But everybody has their little things, little kinks in their armor that can be exposed if you know how to capitalize on them.
Tyson's an unbelievable self-promoter. You saw him here jumping on the ring, taking off his shirt, yelling at everybody, telling him he's going to knock him out, saying he's a bum, I'm going to knock you out, you're next. He's a great self-promoter. I can't think of a... Yeah.
He was hurt from that right hook.
Yeah, that's a good point. Leon just said, he was hurt from the first right hook. He looked wobbly to me. We don't have the benefit of instant replay. I don't know how it looked to you guys, but it looked
Down
to
3
us
times.
that he was
One
down
a
and he was
slip.
hurt
They
the
called
first
it a
time.
knock. They should have called it a knockdown. They're all 3 times he was down.
But Tyson was already here promoting a potential fight, which is great. That obviously we would welcome if he can get past a very big task he's got coming up. But that's the best thing about a guy like that. I mean, what an unbelievable promoter, and what an unbelievable way to really launch, Charles's career.
But from a boxing standpoint, is there anything that you see in his game or in his style, anything that you would match up well with?
Charles?
Yeah. See, I don't like talking about it.
He's big and he'll look great getting knocked out.
There you go. That's what you should have said.
Let him say. Let him be the bad cop.
Final questions? In the back? Stuart? You wanna go?
Hey, Coach. Is this on? Hello. Hey, what's up, Coach? How are you? Congratulations, man. Congratulations to yourself, too. But, Tyson's there to defend himself, but to be honest with you, I don't think you could beat Tyson Fury. I have fought him twice and I've lost twice. The guy's just too big. He's got a longer reach.
Who's that? Derek, is that you? The lights are on here.
Yeah.
Who's Derek Chisora?
Derek Chisora. Great job for yourself, man. You won. It don't matter how you won, but you're the heavyweight champion of the world. Even if the guy broke his feet walking in there, you still win the title. So I take my hat off to you. Everybody should respect you for winning that title. But...
Mom. Hi, Mom.
Congratulations to yourself too, Mom.
You got any questions for him?
So when's your next defense for the fight anyway? When are you going to defend the title?
Huh?
Who are you going to fight to defend your title?
Whatever my team wants. Whoever my team wants is what I'll do. I don't fear no man. So hey.
Cool then. We'll speak to your team, man. If me and you can do it, I don't mind doing it.
Let's
Are you
do
trying
it.
to challenge him?
I'll challenge him. I don't mind. 100%. I'm down for fighting. I'll challenge you anytime you want, bro.
Oh, yeah.
Anytime.
Now everybody wants
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
All of a sudden, nobody want to fight you.
Tell Callie to give us a call Monday morning.
Carly, yeah?
on my back.
I will.
Callie's Harlem.
Great.
What, in Vegas? Shall we do in Vegas? LA?
All of a
Hey.
sudden, nobody wanted to fight. Now everybody.
No, good. Listen, we all here. All the heavyweights are here. We like a bunch of hyenas. We're here to come and get the scraps. That's it. But you know what? Exactly. Mama say knock him out. But you know what? That's it. But thanks anyway. Me? Nah, man. You take a while to knock me out. Coach knows anyway. Well done, guys. Anyway.
Thank you, Derek. You're a terrific
Thank you,
fighter.
Derek.
Guys, if I could just say one thing, because this is like NASCAR. You know, it's a real team sport, and a lot of people do a lot of work that don't get as much of the kudos. It all belongs to the fighter, but I just want to acknowledge a few key members. Obviously, thank you, Leon. You know, I can't believe that 100 days ago we sat down in New York, the three of us. We signed the deal, and here we are, having won the IBF Heavyweight title. So thank you, Leon, you, your staff, everybody. Lou, you're fantastic. You're a great friend. Thanks for everything, buddy. And your staff is great. You're great. Really love you, Lou. Thank you.
We're at the Barclays Center in Brooklyn, New York, where Deontay Wilder defeated Artur Szpilka by 9th round knockout to retain the WBC heavyweight title.
First off, I'd like to say, man, I like to thank Brooklyn for the love and support. I like to thank the Polish people for the love and support of this over 115 years of we in the street here, man. It was a wonderful crowd. It was a beautiful atmosphere. And definitely my prayers goes out to Szpilka tonight. I just want to thank him for accepting the opportunity that we gave him and did a job well done. I'm definitely looking forward to coming here again and putting my title on the line once more. The atmosphere again was beautiful, man, and man, I can't wait. The heavyweight division is very exciting. It done got exciting again, and a lot of things is going on. So again, I'd like to thank you guys again. Any questions?
I don't want to take away from the victory, but Povetkin was here ringside. That's your mandated fight next. How do you think that fight's going to go, and how confident do you feel ahead of the biggest fight of your life? I'm super confident in that fight. I've been waiting for Povetkin for a very long time, and I'm looking forward to him as well too. I done got a lot of voluntaries out the way. I'm looking for my mandatory as well too. I'm glad that he was here to take notes and stuff like that. We all know style make fights, and I'm looking forward to it. I'm very confident with him or anybody that I'm gonna get in the ring with. My goal is to be the undisputed heavyweight champion of the world, man, and that's my mission. If Povetkin was taking notes, what should he make note of more than anything else? What should be his takeaway?
He should make note of my long with Povetkin. It's gonna be He should take notes of everything. Just don't take nothing for granted. Like I said before, different fighters bring different talent out of people. With Szpilka, he was more mobile. He was more slicker. I haven't faced a southpaw in like 3 years, so it took me a little bit more time to adjust than I thought I would. And so he should, when you're watching the fight, you can never just never tell. So he just should take note everything, not from just this fight, from the previous fight, the jab, right hand hook. Truth be told, my right hand was like, once I fought for the title with Berman Severn, I broke my hand, and it's been like a year that my hand been sore. But now it's back. It's 100%, and I'm still a dangerous fighter. We always say we don't know when it's gonna happen, but when it's gonna happen, that's mean when I crack you on the right with that right hand, things gonna happen.
Thank you.
Deontay, how close did you feel the fight was when you knocked him out?
I knew I was winning. I knew I was up. I definitely thought it was close. It wasn't that much action going on. So I knew still it was pretty close. But that didn't bother me. I just knew we had 12 rounds to go, and I'm in great shape. So wherever, if it would have went the distance, I wouldn't have no worries. So, but again, I'm a dangerous fighter. And what have made me gain my name is knocking people out. That's what I do, So any fighter feel that I'm not danger or to their career or to their record, they're lying to themselves. That's one of my attributes about myself. My right hand is a monster. Sometimes I get scared of it myself. And true story. And it's unbelievable what. Especially when I hit you at the right time at the right moment, is when I hit him, I knew it was over. I knew immediately when I felt it, and I hit him, I knew it was over with then.
What did you think Povetkin thought when he saw that?
Oh shit.
Deontay, congratulations on your third straight title defense. You and I talked about before about we thought Szpilka was going to come out, be aggressive. It was his home crowd. You looked off for, I'd say, the first 3 or 4 rounds. What was it? The crowd? Was it Szpilka's style? What was it about you that you looked just not yourself?
It was just his style, man. He had I got an awkward style, but his style was just crazy awkward. You know, it was almost like, you know, I had to do the chasing, then he coming forward. It was just kind of a weird feeling. Just then getting back to the sense of finding the southpaw and stuff like that, just the movement, and you know, the crowd didn't bother me. I really don't listen to the crowd. Only people I hear is my corner. You know, no matter how many people's in there, I enjoy the crowd that want to have fun and stuff like that. It was just he just had a awkward style.
Deontay, congratulations on the win. You got to explain to us the ordinance of that line, "I will baptize you," that you said to Fury.
Well, you know, Fury
context.
Fury he was taking the shirt out like a preacher. You know how a preacher get too hot and they start taking off clothes. So, you know, that what made me say I want to baptize him. You know, I just want to, you know, with Fury, it's just all about. I don't take the guy serious at all. Let's face it, we know Fury is you know, he like to entertain, he like to promote, which is a good thing, but I just wasn't in the mood tonight. You know, you got a man on the ground that's hurt. We don't know, he may be good right now, but we don't know what's going to happen to him tomorrow. You know, and I just wasn't in the mood, you know. I always say 2 prayers. I say a team prayer, individual prayer. And I never want to hurt no one that they can't go back to their children, because my daughter told me that she prays for me every time I fight, that I don't get knocked out, you know, and that means a lot to me. So I don't want to hurt the next man. I always want to knock my guy out, don't get me wrong, but I don't want to hurt him to the point where he can't say, hey, that was a good fight. I can live to see another day.
Back here, Deontay. Congratulations on your knockout victory. I want to talk a little bit about Fury. A couple things. Number one, did you know that he was going to be present at the fight, and so were you maybe in some way sort of knowing his sort of outlandish personality that he might do what he did, which was to come into the ring and do something a little crazy?
Yes, I knew he was going to be at the fight. I knew not only him, but a lot of other heavyweights in the division. I mean, heavyweight division is getting exciting again, man. You know, and now that these belts are changing hands and everybody feel like they got this opportunity, they the next champion. So I knew a lot of them was gonna be here, but you know, Fury just being Fury. You know, you can't. He's like, you can never think. You can't never. He's unpredictable. I say he's just an unpredictable guy. You just never know. But I know he's like to promote. But like Fury, he knows. We've been offering him. We've been trying to fight him for a while. You know, his team know that. He knows that, and he just promote. We've been doing it for 4 years. Whether it's through social media, whether I'd have been over to UK and got in the ring and all that stuff. I feel like it's time to shut up and put up. You know, it's time to get it on.
When he goes nose to nose with you, basically crashes your moment of glory after you've got this big victory. Do you feel like this is just promotion and it's cool with you, or are you feeling disrespected because he kind of tried to steal your moment and then he gets right in your face? And
no, you know, actually I walked up in his face, but I'm a cool guy, man. You know, it don't bother me. You know, I did the job. I got the job done. What I was supposed to do tonight, and you know, and what he's doing, I know he's trying to promote for the fight and stuff like that. You know, and so I didn't find it with disrespectful. I already, you know, it's Fury. Come on, man. This guy does all kinds of stuff, and it's exciting. It's interesting, and it's good for the sport of boxing. That's what I look at it. It's good for the sport.
Deontay, over here. Congratulations on a great knockout. If Povetkin is next, would you be willing to go over to Russia to make that fight happen?
Well, you know, I'd have been to Russia. It's time to welcome him to the United States of America. I don't think he's fought here in America yet, and we all know to have that big name, you must get the American fans on your side, you know. And I'm looking forward to get him out of his zone and to come to America, you know. It's too cold in Russia.
Deontay over here on your right. you were inconsistent in terms of hitting him. You hit him with some right hands, but couldn't put them together, it seemed. And then in the 8th, you caught him flush, and he just looked at you. Were you starting to wonder when it was going to take effect?
Yeah, well, you know, I'm very patient. That's one thing that I've learned how to become very patient. Most of the time when I hit him with the right hand, I wasn't, my position wasn't right. I wasn't stable enough to hit him. But so, and due to his awkward style, you know, he had a very, very, very awkward style. And that allowed me to have to sit back. I didn't want to get too cautious. I didn't want to lean in and take risks or anything like that. So I was very cautious in this fight and just wait. I knew when it was time for it to happen, it was going to happen. I knew I was going to catch him some point in time in the fight, and I did. And still.
Deontay, and also question for Mark Breland, was fighting a lefty make it more difficult for you to land that jab, which can be so potent?
No, it wasn't. It didn't make it difficult. It just, like, again, his style. It's just the awkward movement and the things that he was doing, you know, because in camp we had different many southpaws in camp, and I had no problem with them, you know, with the jabs and stuff like that. It was just, I don't know, it was just one of those nights, man. I don't think every fight can be pretty. I don't think every fight is gonna be my best. You know, if I would grade myself, I'll give myself a low 5. You know, but that's just come with it, man. It's just a part of boxing. Sometimes you're gonna look good, sometimes you're gonna look bad, and I wasn't satisfied with my performance tonight. I gave the people what they wanted, and when you come and see heavyweights, you want to see the knockout, and tonight was a devastating knockout, and I delivered that part.
Deontay, you know, with Tyson Fury doing all the antics, and you know, you keep winning, he keeps winning. He's gonna fight Klitschko, you're gonna fight Povetkin. If you guys both win and fight in the fall, could this be the biggest heavyweight fight in a long time?
It will be. I don't think it's a could. I think it will be the biggest heavyweight fight in a long time. And I would go to the UK for that one. That's for sure. I got a lot of people over there. I got a lot of fans over there as well too. Yeah, I got some of my UK friends, you know, that came and support me tonight. So when that happens, I think it will be the biggest. Like I said, we've been promoting this thing for 4 years, man. You know, I can say a lot of things about Fury, but, you know, I'm not going to spoil it. You know, I'm waiting for the big moment. And I think this is going to be a fight that is just as big as the hype. You know, so I can't wait, man. I'm not playing around. 2016, I'm not playing around with nobody. No matter how they want to act like they, you know, big and bag and talk and stuff like that. It's one thing to talk, but it's another thing when you get up in that ring. And with Fury, I'm not going to have no remorse. I'm not going to have no sympathy for him. I'm going to want to really, really, really hurt him.
We'll take 3 more. Deontay, Xavier Porter from BrooklynFights.com. I want to ask, how important was it to you to defend your belt in Brooklyn and also for your trainer, Mark Breland? Because this is his hometown.
Yeah, most definitely. It's definitely Mark's hometown. And it was when I got the opportunity to come here, man, I was very excited, you know, with all the rich history of heavyweights that have been here and done their thing. You know, this is another one to add put my name down in history as well too. So, and it is the media capital of the world. And I was looking forward to making my debut here. We've always done things at the right moment at the right time, and this definitely been the right time. And I'm looking forward to coming here again. You know, I definitely want to make this a home away from home if possible. So we'll see what happens in the future. Brooklyn came out and showed me much love, and I'll never forget that I always travel with me from this point on. And I'm looking forward to defending my title many, many more times here.
Deontay, Sarah Gruber, Round by Round Boxing. I have a question for you about, you keep saying that Szpilka was so awkward, and that's kind of what made it difficult for you in early rounds. Fury being almost the king of being awkward, does that make you more leery about, you know, facing Fury in the future?
No, you know, actually with the taller fighters, when you're being taller, it definitely makes it awkward, you know, with being taller. But with him, it's almost like when you're taller, you can't bend down too low. You know, it's a different thing between the southpaw than having the taller fighters. You know, me having the Aka style, him having the Aka style. You know, I don't even know how to answer it. You know, because style definitely makes fights, and I can't, you know, and you're right. Your style definitely makes fights, and I can't say what I would do different with Fury than with Szpilka. Only thing I could, cause only way we'll know is if the fight happened, you know.
And then also one more question for you. You said that before the fight, you said that you almost prefer to fight southpaws, that you like fighting southpaws.
Correct.
Do you still feel that way?
Most definitely. Southpaws give me. I like a challenge in the ring. You know, I like to be able to think, you know, instead of just act. So I definitely enjoy southpaws.
Last question. Yeah. One last question. First of all, congratulations, Jonathan, on a fantastic
Thank you, and I
performance.
like your hat.
Robert Brazil, Real Combat Media. Thank you. I like yours too. You've spoken about unifying the title, and as you know, unlike years past, we have an alphabet city. Now, Fury may win the rematch, but Klitschko could also win the rematch also. You also saw Charles Martin win a piece of the IBF title tonight, and Ruslan Shagov has a piece of the WBA title, the lesser one. Would you be open to fighting these other names if they're presented to you?
Oh, most definitely. Most definitely. You know, whoever has to, like I said, my goal is to be the undisputed heavyweight champion of the world. So whoever has the rest of the belts, that's who I want. You know, I want to, like I said, boxing is getting exciting again for the heavyweight division. Why not keep it going? You know, people want to see the great fights. Let's make them happen. You know, I got a great team behind me, and I think they feel the same way as I feel. You know, and so with that being said, whoever has them, that's who I want. You know, of course, in the heavyweight division is fewer fighters, so of course I can't fight the best all the time. You know, because of this is not like the welterweight, the middleweight, or the junior middleweight, where you have so many guys in there, so many great guys. It's a small division, but whoever has the titles, that's who I want.
Thank you, guys. Okay.
Thank you guys so much.
I'm Kristal Hart reporting from the Barclays Center here in Brooklyn, New York. Hope you've enjoyed the show. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you at the fights.